Hi, this video we are going to see about what is meant by process, what are the different states available, and what is meant by process control block as well as what is meant by thread. First, we will discuss about what is meant by process. So, process means it is a program in execution. There is a difference between program and process. So program means once we given a problem statement, we start writing a program that is stored in secondary storage device. That is called as a program actually. So process means it is a program in execution. Once your program is going to execute, it is transferred from secondary memory into main memory. So the process is going to start execution. So the process execution must progress in sequential fashion. So that is called as process. So in process actually, so there are different sections available. There are multiple parts are available. We have a program code. So what code we are writing for program that is called as program code. That is also called as a text section. Then we have a program counter. So program counter means it contains the address of the next instruction that is to be executed. Then we have a stack. It contains temporary data. So like function parameters, return addresses and local variables. Then a data section. So data section normally contains the global variables and a heap. So heap containing memory that is allocated dynamically during the runtime. So these are all the different parts of the process. So this is actually how your process is stored in memory. As I told, we have a text section, then data section, heap and stack. So the text section normally contains a program code. Then we have a stack. So what stack contains is it contains function parameters, return addresses and local variables. Then we have a data section. So data section contains global variables, and a heap means the memory that is allocated dynamically during the runtime. So here, as I told, so there is a difference between program and process. So program means it is a passive entity. So the entity there which is stored on disk, that is called as program. And on the other hand, the process means it is an active entity. It contains a program counter. So that is the address of the next instruction that is to be executed. So when the program becomes a process is when the executable file is loaded into memory. So then it is called as a process. So we have different states are there regarding process. So normally we can execute the program in two ways, either by using the graphical user interface or by using the command line. So any one of the way we can execute the program. So one program can be several processes. So these are all the different states of a process. So once a process is being created, so that will be new state actually. So this is actually the state called a new state. So what is the state? This new state. The process, once it is being created, it is in new state. Then we have a running state. So what is meant by running state means the instruction, whatever instruction, list of instruction that are available in the program that are being executed, that is called as running state. Then waiting state. What is waiting state means? It is waiting for some event to occur. It may be an interrupt or it may be an in IO operation. So for any one of the event to occur, the process may wait for some time. That is waiting state. Then ready state. So ready state means the process is waiting to be assigned to the processor. So once it is being created, the process is waiting to be assigned to a processor. Once it gets a CPU, then only it can start executing the operation. So that is the ready state. Finally, we have a terminated state. So terminated state means that the process has finished its execution. So that is a terminated state. And this is a diagrammatic representation of a process. So we have a new state. So new state, once the process is being created, it is in new state. Then it is go to the ready state. It is ready for execution. Once it is assigned a CPU, it will be moved into the running state. During the running state, it is waiting for some IO operation, IO or some other interrupt. So once it is waiting for IO operation, it will changes the state from running into waiting. So once IO event is completed, IO or some event is completed, then again it changes the state from waiting into ready state. Once the CPU is available, then it will be moved from ready state into running state. Finally, if any the program has completed its execution, means it will changes the state from running into terminated state. So that is called as exit state. So this is a diagram for the program states. Now we will discuss about process control block. So process control block, it is otherwise called as task control block. So what is meant by process control block means whatever the information that is associated with each process. So that is stored in process control block. These are the different fields that are available in process control block. First one is a process state. As I told, it may be in any one of the 5 states, either new state, ready state, running state, waiting state and terminated state. Then we have a program counter. What is meant by program counter means it contains the address of the next instruction that is to be executed. CPU registers. CPU registers, it is content of all the CPU registers like current, that instruction register, then accumulator, index register, pointers. So that's those kind of registers are called as CPU registers. Then we have a CPU scheduling information. CPU scheduling information means whenever you have more than one program, if you have only single CPU is available, scheduler will select which program to be executed next. That is called as CPU scheduling. Then we have memory management information. Memory that is allocated to the process. Accounting information. How much time CPU is used, what is the clock time, start time and time limits. So that is stored in accounting information. Then IO status information. What are all the different IO devices allocated to the process. This is such how the CPU switches from process to process. We have only single CPU is available. So whenever it is here, we have two process P0 and P1. When it is executing process P0, here it is idle actually. When idle means what will happen is whenever interrupt or system call occurs, it will change the state into PCB0. So this is a process control block for the process P0. So then during this time process P1 is again it is idle. So if it is executing PCB1, it reload the state from again PCB1. Now any interrupt occurs, again it will start executing it. Then it will move here.